Friends, the one with the haunting. In the heart of Manhattan, Central Perk stood as a beloved coffee haven for the city's residents. Over the years, the coffee shop had seen its fair share of laughter, heartbreak, and friendship. However, on this ominous night, the cozy atmosphere would be shattered as the spirits of the past emerged to exact their revenge. The gang, Ross, Rachel, Monica, Chandler, Joey, and Phoebe, had decided to meet up at Central Perk for a late-night reunion, reminiscing about the good old days. Gunther, still managing the coffee shop after all these years, served them with his usual reserved demeanor, but his eyes betrayed a deep-seated bitterness. The night began like any other, with coffee cups clinking and laughter filling the air. They chatted about their lives, families, and careers, their voices blending seamlessly with the hum of the espresso machine. As the clock ticked past midnight, an eerie chill swept through the cafe. The door creaked open and the gang turned to see a shadowy figure entering. It was Gunther, but he looked different, pale, disheveled, and his eyes glowed with an unnatural intensity. "Gunther, are you okay?" Monica asked, concern etched across her face. "I'm more than okay," Gunther replied with a sinister grin. "I've been waiting for this night for a long time." Before anyone could react, the lights flickered, and a haunting melody filled the air. The gang's faces paled as they realized they were not alone. The ghostly apparitions of characters from their past emerged from the darkness, each with a grievance of their own. Janice materialized in a tattered wedding dress, her laugh echoing in a bone-chilling manner. "Oh my God, could you be any more annoying?" she screeched, her voice piercing the night. Richard, the ophthalmologist who had once been Monica's boyfriend, appeared next, his mustache twisting grotesquely. "You stole my precious mustache, Monica," he accused, pointing a spectral finger at her. Even Ugly Naked Guy's ghost joined the gathering, shaking his head in disapproval. The gang was trapped, unable to leave, as the coffee shop's windows and doors had sealed shut. Gunther revealed a vengeful secret. He had made a dark pact with the spirits to exact revenge on the friends who had ignored and mistreated him for years. One by one, the ghosts tormented the friends, bringing up old grievances and fears. Chandler's commitment issues, Rachel's fashion faux pas, and Joey's naivety were all exposed in the most terrifying manner. The coffee shop's walls seemed to close in on them, and the air grew heavy with dread. Desperation set in, and the gang had to confront their own past mistakes and shortcomings to escape the clutches of the vengeful spirits. Phoebe, with her quirky intuition, took the lead in unraveling Gunther's sinister plan. "Guys, we need to figure out why these spirits are here," Phoebe said, her voice steady despite the chaos around them. "They're trapped by their own grievances, and they won't leave until we acknowledge their pain." Ross, with his usual intellectual curiosity, approached Janice's ghost and said, "Janice, I'm sorry for how I treated you. You deserved better." Janice's screeching laughter softened and her ghostly form began to dissipate, as if finding solace in Ross's apology. Monica stepped forward to face Richard, her guilt apparent. "Richard, I should never have taken your mustache away. I was wrong and I'm sorry." Richard nodded, and his spectral mustache began to lose its menacing twist before he too faded away. One by one, the gang approached the vengeful spirits, acknowledging their past mistakes and expressing their regrets. Even Ugly Naked Guy's ghost, with a resigned shrug, vanished into thin air. With the spirits appeased, the coffee shop's oppressive atmosphere began to lift. The lights returned to normal and the sealed doors and windows reopened. Gunther, however, was not satisfied. His malevolent grin turned to one of anguish. His pact had backfired, and the spirits sought not only revenge but also redemption. As the gang left Central Perk, they couldn't shake off the eerie feeling that clung to the air. They knew that they would never underestimate the power of friendship or the consequences of their actions again. From that night on, Central Perk retained its cozy charm, but those who entered could feel the lingering presence of the past, a reminder of the terrifying night when the spirits of friends sought justice for their grievances. In the weeks that followed, the gang kept in touch, realizing that their bonds had grown stronger through their shared supernatural experience. They had come face to face with their past mistakes and emerged as better, more empathetic friends. As for Gunther, he disappeared from Central Perk, leaving only a note behind. "I'm sorry for the darkness I unleashed," it read. "May you find peace in your friendship." And with that, the haunting at Central Perk became nothing more than a ghostly memory, a story they would tell for years to come, a tale of redemption, forgiveness, and the enduring power of friendship. Bel-Air's curse. In the upscale neighborhood of Bel-Air, where luxurious mansions lined the streets, the Banks family had just moved into their new home, a sprawling, grand mansion that had stood for generations. The Banks had always been a well-to-do family, and their new abode was meant to be a symbol of their success. Little did they know that it carried a sinister secret, a curse that had plagued the house for centuries. As the Banks family settled into their new home, everything seemed perfect. Philip Banks, a successful lawyer, and his wife, Vivian, a professor, were living the American dream. Their children, Hillary, Carlton, and Ashley, marveled at the opulence around them. Even their nephew Will, who had come from a rougher neighborhood, was in awe of the luxurious surroundings. However, strange occurrences began to unfold. Footsteps echoed in empty hallways, doors slammed shut on their own, and eerie whispers filled the night. The Banks family dismissed these incidents as mere quirks of an old house, but the occurrences grew more malevolent with each passing day. One evening, as the family gathered in the grand living room, a portrait on the wall caught their attention. It was a painting of a family from centuries past, their faces twisted in agony. Beneath the portrait, an inscription read, "Beware the curse that lies within these walls." Shaken but determined to find answers, the Banks family embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind the curse. They delved into the mansion's history, discovering that it had once been owned by a wealthy and influential family in the 18th century. Legend had it that the family had amassed their fortune through dark and nefarious means, and their greed had led to a curse that haunted the mansion for generations. The Banks family's investigation unearthed a hidden room deep within the mansion, filled with dusty tomes and ancient relics. It was here that they found a diary belonging to the cursed family's patriarch, Jeremiah Blackwood. His writings revealed a dark secret, a pact with a malevolent entity that promised power and wealth in exchange for the souls of his descendants. As the family read through Jeremiah's diary, they realized that they were the last descendants of the Blackwood family, bound to the curse that had plagued them for centuries. The malevolent entity, known as the Shadowed One, demanded payment in blood to break the curse. Terrified and desperate, the Banks family sought help from a reclusive and enigmatic local historian, Professor Ravenwood. He revealed that the Shadowed One was an ancient evil that fed on the pain and suffering of those bound to the curse. The only way to break the curse was to confront their darkest fears and confront the malevolent entity. Together with Professor Ravenwood, the Banks family embarked on a perilous journey into the depths of the mansion's hidden passages and secret chambers, where the curse's manifestations grew more terrifying. They faced their inner demons and uncovered painful secrets from their past, from Philip's ruthless courtroom tactics to Will's troubled upbringing. Finally, in a climactic showdown, the Banks family confronted the Shadowed One in a chamber deep beneath the mansion. It took the combined strength of their love, courage, and newfound understanding of one another to banish the malevolent entity and break the curse once and for all. With the curse lifted, the mansion was no longer a place of fear and torment. The Banks family, now stronger and closer than ever, decided to open their home to others, turning it into a refuge for those seeking solace and healing. The once cursed mansion became a symbol of hope and redemption, a testament to the power of family bonds and the triumph of love over darkness. As the years passed, the Banks family's legacy lived on, reminding all who entered the mansion of the harrowing curse they had faced and the strength they had found within themselves to overcome it.